Yes, that is right. That is right. Yes, keep it going. Keep the applause going. I am happy to be here in the present moment. I am expressing nothing but the most profound, immensely profound percent of gratitude. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are in fact within an earshot of my mystic, majestic, melodious voice, then that could only mean one thing and one thing only. That means that you are in tune for another demystifying, daring, and Thanksgivingly delicious episode of the one and only Dignified Bastard Podcast. I'm sorry, I gotta sing it. Yeah. Yes, that is right. Yes. Give me an air horn too. All right. If this is your first time here, then I'm going to give you the pleasure of introducing myself. My name, my name, the voice behind the name of the voice of the man behind this voice, if that makes any sense, is the Junkyard Jedi. Thank you. Yes, using all kinds of shit as my source to bring balance to the force. That's right. And man, look, man, woo. I got my incense burning. Y'all know how I get down. I got my incense burning. I got my candles lit. I got my light on. You know what I mean? My little LED light. You know what I'm saying? I got a Buddha head. Let me just give you a little bit of the backdrop, right? In the laboratory of the Dignified Bastard Podcast. You dig what I'm saying? The laboratory of the Dignified Bastard. You know what I'm saying? The Junkyard Jedi. Let me give you a little backdrop. You know what I mean? I'm going to do my best, you know what I'm saying, to vividly describe this. You know, it's my office space, my laboratory to you. You know what I mean? Upon my counter, you know, if you will. It's not a desk. It's more of a countertop. I have books, you know, a couple of sigils, one of which I actually drew myself. Man, we talked about sigil magic. And not even just the magic, but just the artistry and the focus and the concentration that should go into drawing your own sigil. You know, we're always talking about the master teachers. Bobby Hemmett said that the best kind of spell, the best kind of magic is the one that you come up with on your own, your original brand. You feel me? So, you know, this is where I have my laptop, you know, my beat machine, beat drum machine, whatever, you know, a little counter space, you know, but I have a tapestry, right, with 3 owls on it. 3 owls, you know, the owl, of course, you know, symbol of Obatala, you know what I'm saying, wisdom, you know, awareness, you dig what I'm saying, intuition, all of that shit. High priestess, represented by the owl, you dig. I believe Set in some of the dynasties is represented by the owl as well. Just, you know what I mean, I have all types of symbols, you dig what I'm saying, things to remind me of the God, the divine, you dig what I'm saying, the I self law and master principle, you dig what I'm saying, things to remind me while at home, right, so that when I go out into the world, I can remember that, right? We all need these things, right? We all need these things. And I don't even know how I got on that. How did I start getting on that? Anyway, man, welcome back, man. The Today is November the 22nd. You dig? My lucky day. This is the day I was born. I was born on the 22nd of October. You know, special shout out to me. Thank you. If you wish me I'm saying happy birthday and all that good jazz. And if you didn't know, so what? You know what I mean? Every day is my birthday. God damn it. But anyway, man, welcome, man. Today's the 22nd, you know, on the week of, you did what I'm saying, Thanksgiving and all that. You feel what I'm saying? So give thanks. You know, spend time with your family, your loved ones, your friends, you know, whoever you are with. If you are alone and you are sad, this episode is dedicated to you and also the living spirit in memory of Brother Panic. You did what I'm saying. Shout out to Brother Panic, man. Made transition 20 days ago. At least that's when I was made aware of it, on the 2nd of this month. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know, this little episode is going out to Brother Panic, man. For real. Oh, man, so much going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm just crumbling nerve. You dig what I'm saying? We're going to get into a little bit of Andre 3000 talk. You feel me? You dig what I'm saying? We're going to talk about this new Blue Sun album, right? We're going to link this to a couple of different things and just, you know, a couple of downloads that I got, some uploads that I got. You know what I mean? You know how I do. I keep it fresh and funky here on the Dignified Bastard Podcast. I like the, you know, when I first started doing this shit, I was like, you know what, I ain't got no rhyme or reason to this shit. I'm just come on here, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just start talking. And what would happen? Well, a couple of episodes, I don't even think I released them. I just fall the fuck out. You know what I mean? Get too deep and just pass the fuck out. But I got notes. I got a script. I got the whole nine. Cause see, when I didn't have in my old laboratory where I used to record from, you know what I mean, back at our old place of residence, I didn't have all of the symbols and, you know, sigils and things of that nature around me to remind me, right, to kind of keep me on point, keep me focused. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we need. We need those things, especially during these particular times when everything is changing around us. We're going to get into a little bit of that as well. And if I make a couple of references to books and things of that nature, I'm going to try to remember to say what my sources are. You know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean, people love sources and shit. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can show them that something works, but they want to, like, nah, where can I find that for myself? And I get it, you know, because it's like, you know, I'm going to be the litmus test. I'm going to put this shit to the test myself, right? A la Dr. York. You dig what I'm saying? Free Dr. York. I'm just messing around. I don't want to make nobody upset. But, man, shout out to my listeners, man. You dig what I'm saying? Unfortunately, this podcast cannot, I repeat, this podcast cannot currently be heard all over the internet, only on a few select places. I am not on YouTube. Yes, I am on YouTube. I'm lying. I am not on Facebook. I am not on Instagram. I am not on TikTok. You cannot find the Dignified Bastard Podcast on any of those social media platforms, but you can, however, find me, us, is it us, me, we, whatever. You can find the Dignified Bastard Podcast on YouTube, right, currently, as well as on Twitter, or X. Shit's called X now. I forgot about that. You dig what I'm saying? Forgot all about that shit. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into a few things, man, on the 22nd, right? Man, let's just go ahead and kick it off, man. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the 10-minute mark. All right, we're at 9:45 right now. About 10 more seconds. A teacher will begin to speak. All right. Right. I had to wet my whistle a little bit. No, man, but we in here. We are in here, man. Living life. I'm grateful. I hope y'all grateful for life as well out there. I give a damn about a holiday. Okay. Now, keep in mind the words and the thoughts that you are hearing are the feelings of the Junkyard Jedi and the Dignified Bastard Podcast, solely their own and made by personal observations. You should not adhere or disagree or see to it that you agree to the opinions being expressed on the show. Okay? Don't send me no hate mail either, man. Fuck y'all. Now I'm just playing. I love y'all. Wow. Yeah, let me calm down. That's that Brotha Panic energy, bro. That's that Brotha Panic energy, man. I'm telling you, man. That's that Brotha Panic energy, man. Fuck, man. Yeah. Damn, man. Come on, Mike.
Oh, hell no.
That's right. Oh, hell no. I'm not about to get sentimental up here, you know. But fuck it. I'm going to say this, right? Where are my notes? I don't even know if I was going to go here first, but, yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go here, man. Cause it's the 22nd. I do apologize. But let me explain why I'm apologizing. I'm apologizing because, like I said, I've been wanting to do this episode, man, for days, right? And for whatever reason, I have not been able to do it, right? I think I had an episode cooked up for like around true indeed, like around almost a month ago for the Day of the Dead / Halloween time frame, right? Lo and behold, right, on the 2nd of November, right, I'm getting ready for work one morning, right, and like I normally do, you know what I mean, I finish my morning meditation, you know. I try to do, a morning and an evening meditation before going to bed and upon waking up and all that good jazz. Sometimes I get to both of them, sometimes I don't, but I make it's a must that I get that morning one in, right? So afterwards, after my morning meditation, you know what I'm saying, do my thing, get up, boom, stretch and all that good jazz, check my phone, boom, there's a notification from YouTube. Okay. Alright. It says the Portals of Pan. I already know what it is, right? You dig what I'm saying? This is a Brotha Panic video. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, Mike, you dig? So I'm ready. I'm like, shit, first thing in the morning? Bet. You ain't said nothing but a bloody word, you know? I'm like, I want to see this. I want to see it. I wonder what's going on. So boom, I click on the video, right? I'm expecting Panic with his bald headed ass, with them big ass gazelle glasses on that I totally bit off of. I got me a pair of them bitches just because of Pan. You feel me? Yeah, quiet as cap. That's why I got him. But anyway. And keep in mind, I'm going to say this, man, because I can hear somebody in my head being like, man, you ain't never met Panic. Look, bro. there's so many of us who are too critical to ourselves. Too critical, right? Many of our great influencers, many of our great master teachers, great adepts, initiates, whoever, motherfucker could have been a neophyte. I don't give a fuck, right? Many of them, hell, when you was in church, you had never met Jesus. Man, hold on.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it again. When you was in church, right, you had never laid your eyes on a physical representation of the big Jesus. You ain't see cuz. You ain't see him. Right? But you had dedicated your life to him. Well, you know what? Let me back up. Let me just speak for myself. Right? Because that's what makes other people understand when you use yourself. So I'm going to use myself. Right? I never laid eyes on Jesus, but I had the experience. Right? I felt like I had the inner experience. Right? Based off of whatever. Right? But I can hear people saying, well, shit, man, you ain't never meet Panic, da-da-da-da-da. No, I didn't. And of course, using Jesus or Muhammad or, Krishna or Buddha, you dig what I'm saying? These, excuse me, my body be making sense. See, when you get a certain, pause real quick, side note, when you get a certain age, man, you know what I mean? Like, I had a birthday last month. Your body just started making weird noises and shit. You know what I'm saying? You started making weird noises in the middle of the conversation. I don't know what that was. Something emanated from my throat. I don't know what it was. Not sure. Maybe it was my throat chakra getting activated live and direct. I don't know. But anyway, I'm speaking about a great speaker, so that could be part of it. You know what I mean? I really want to dig into this real quick, man. I want to get my Panic on. Fuck it. You listening to one of my beats just like he would do, you know what I mean, before his video, Panic would drop one of his joints. Dope beat maker, man. Dope producer, man. Dope beat maker. Man. Alright, but like I was saying, his energy is very present. Very present. Wow. Man, I can't even. If you are a highly sensitive person / psychic / empath / whatever, even a mental intuitive, you know what I'm talking about. That brother, he's still here. Because at the end of the day, folks, ladies and gentlemen, this thing is about energy. You dig what I'm saying? What frequency are you vibrating on? I ain't even gonna front. I don't even want to be long-winded with this episode, because once again, you begin to notice things about yourself as you get older. My last birthday, word is bond, I'm gonna be honest, I turned 46, man. I got less shit to talk about now. Cause I don't surround my life and include myself in places and spaces where I don't need to be. You dig what I'm saying? Like, word is bond, like I can do bad by myself, and that's no code. I'm really, really being honest. Me and my family, mi familia, my pride, my pack, my troop. You dig what I'm saying? My squad, my tribe, my star tribe. You dig what I'm saying? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with my star tribe. Me and just my star tribe. That's cool. They're here to remind me of what part of my destiny is. As with anything, as with anybody. Right? And, going back, when I never left talking about Panic. I keep saying Panic. And there's a reason why I'm saying Pan, all right? But going back to Brotha Panic, I remember when I first started watching his videos. I first started watching Panic's videos. Shoot, man, I ain't gonna be one of these people who go, oh man, I used to watch them shits way back in the day. Nah, 2016, I got turned on to Brotha Panic, and be honest with you, wasn't a huge fan. I want to say I think I remember hearing him on Blog Talk before I actually seen him, but wasn't a huge fan of, his delivery. Definitely knew what the fuck he was talking about. He wasn't necessarily so cocky, but it was a certain certainty. He had a very son of a bitch type attitude. Like, he was a son of a bitch, and he was a son of a bitch, and he was going to talk to you like you was a son of a bitch too. But you dig what I'm saying? He was going to tell you some good shit. He didn't give a fuck about your morals. You know what I mean? And the dope thing about it is, as I continue to watch his videos, I guess you could say his lectures. Watch his lectures and his videos. Called lectures. Was a YouTube channel. I saw him changing, not just physically, right, but in his style of delivery as well. You dig what I'm saying? He began to talk about his family more, right? I'm sure at some point he began to have ailments, physical ailments, health issues, and whatnot. I remember that. One of my favorite videos he ever did, and I'm just running down the line, man. I ain't going into no huge ass breakdown. Like I said, I don't want to stay on here forever. You dig what I'm saying? One of my favorite videos that Brotha Panic did, was him and shout out to Dr. Eileen Bay. You know what I mean? Shout out to Dr. Eileen Bay. I look for Doc every time I slide through North Carolina. But that was one of my favorite videos when they were talking about Betelgeuse, the star, Betelgeuse, and how the light from Betelgeuse, right, was combining, Betelgeuse or Beetlejuice, okay, was combining with, if I'm not mistaken, our sun as well as Sirius, and it was emitting this different type of photoplasmic type of light on the planet, man. So they was like, if you ain't out getting your sunlight now, if you not out sun gazing now, like you really shitting on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like there was at least that's what Panic was basically saying in a nutshell. The videos on YouTube, the scholarship as well as the conversation, because Panic had always had this knack of a very magnetic type of way of holding a conversation, right? And what people don't realize, if you've never studied any type of philosophy, you would understand that it's never about making it seem as if someone is smarter than you, right? It's about in conversation. This is an exchange, because if I'm wise enough to carve out this this construct referred to as some type of logical philosophy. You know what I'm saying? If I'm able to do that, right, and if I'm able to express that to someone, right, then I have to already have arrived to the fact that I'm really talking to myself. You dig what I'm saying? I'm really talking to myself. And not only am I talking to myself, I'm also talking to source. Right? Yet I'm having, or what I'm doing, or what I'm going to have to do as time progresses, is I'm going to have to interpret this and extract the minerals or whatever from it, if I am to gain anything from it. Because only if it's worth anything, right, will it ever return. Because like I said, when I first started going to shit, I ain't gonna front, I went to YouTube University. You did what I'm saying? When I really got serious about consciousness, right? When I was at my catharsis stage, when it came to religion, had studied Islam and almost made my shahada, was in the church, was brought up in the church or whatever. Shit, used to read Dr. Malachi York books as a youth. You dig what I'm saying? Back in high school and shit. In the South, you feel me? And I remember when I was doing my Discord thing, man, shout out to the cats on Discord. When I was doing my Discord thing, I had a very great conversation with an older brother, about 10 or 12 years my senior. He was from Tennessee. He was actually in Tennessee. Shout out to Memphis. And he was talking about how they used to read the Dr. Malachi York books down there in Memphis as well. Okay, so just know, man, information is, is global when it's right for you, right? It'll find you. So I didn't dig Panic right off the break. Man, please, I'm like, this dude abrasive, man. This bald head nigga, what the fuck? Big ass glasses and shit. This nigga eating Snicker bars and drinking soda and shit. I'm like, what the fuck, man? You know what I mean? But hold on, let me wet my whistle again. Here's the kicker. As I sip my liquor. Now, the kicker is, at the time when I was initially introduced, right? When I was initially, yeah, let me make sure I get that right. That was a tongue twister. When I was initially, I don't edit none of these shits either, man. I just let this shit rip, just like they would, man. Just like Panic would. Shout out to Panic, bro. Initially, when I was introduced to Panic, I had no idea, right? Shout out to Queen Khadijah too. I had no idea he was a student of the Master Teacher Bobby Hemmett. You dig what I'm saying? Fucking Bobby Hemmett, bro. Fucking Darth Vader. Shit. But that was loud. But this is the thing. Panic, what I dug about him most, and what I will continue to dig about him, was how he was not afraid of death. He was not afraid of, quote unquote, turning to the dark side, because he understood the purpose and he understood the play of this dualistic system. Therefore, the dark side, right? Baphomet, remember that shit? Shit. Baphomet. Shout out to Panic, man. He came through heavy the other day too, man. man, came through heavy after my morning meditation the other day. Like I said, he ain't going nowhere. Probably waiting on the portal, man. Waiting on the portal to open up. But anyway, a lot of love keeping him strong too. Energy is real strong. But yeah, Panic, man, he would, man, call you a foolish mule and shit. Foolish mule. He told the best stories, man. Like I said, Panic rock out 6 hours flat out on a Friday night. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's wild because shit, like I said, I just turned 46, so shit, I think about years ago on a Friday night, you know what I mean, back in my young whippersnapper, you know what I'm saying, chasing ass, you know what I mean, choosy lover type days. Friday night, I'm on the hunt, I'm on the prowl. Now, shoot, man, please. You know what I mean? Like, so much has changed. Remember, they were doing the verses. Remember, they was doing all the verses on Friday nights and shit. You dig what I'm saying? The verses, right? It was, you know, a Friday night thing. And I remember, like, one of the ones that I really wanted to see, if I'm not mistaken, was a verses between, well, it was a verses with Ray and Ghost. You dig what I'm saying? From Wu-Tang Clan, because shit, anybody who knows Junkyard Jedi, shit, I feel like a honorary member of the clan. You dig what I'm saying? But wild part about it is, I think Panic did a video that same night. Yeah, I think he did a video that same night, or it was like around that time or something like that. But I was torn. I was like, shit. And then after I was torn, I had a feeling of overwhelming joy, because I was like, you know what? Not only did I got a chance to eat some catfish, because it was raining fucking cats and dogs here, but I was able to go get that, come home unscathed, and get in the laboratory just in time to do what? Catch Ray and Ghost and watch Brotha Panic. Well, damn, it's a good goddamn night. Y'all alright? Y'all alright? Yeah. Shout out to Brotha Panic, man. Rise in power. Rise in power, Brotha Panic, man. And see, I didn't want to go into a long monologue about, like, his my favorite, quote unquote Panic video. I don't think I even have one. I think I like pretty much all them shits. You know what I mean? Like, all of them shits. I might watch one when I get off here tonight. But unlike Bobby Hemmett, I got my favorite Bobby Hemmett video. I have my favorite C. Freeman L video. I have my favorite Sister Myra Moss video. I have my favorite Akibalon 44 video. My favorite Dr. Phil Valentine video. My favorite, you get what I'm saying? But with Panic, I just, man, it's whatever. Anything, any one of them, man, fuck it, put it on. You dig what I'm saying? He was just the go-to guy, you know what I mean? Like, fucking, who used to play for the muscle-bound nigga used to play for the Pistons back in the day, coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? The microwave, Vinny, whatever his name, it was Vinny something, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he used to come off the bench and just be cooking, you know what I mean? That's why he used to call him the microwave. That's Panic, man. Like, it didn't matter who he was on the panel with. And, one of my life's missions, or, you know what I mean, on this path was to make it into one of his lectures. So that's tough, right? And I'm never going to get that chance. But, you know what I mean? He has left behind a litany of a library, laundry list of videos that are, you know, beyond helpful. Like he's damn near telling you just, you know, what's what from the gate. You know what I mean? And he holding your hand, but he's slapping you in the back of the head at the same time. You dig what I'm saying? So it's all good, man. It's all for the better of who you are meant to be. Once again, it is you teaching you. It is you seeking you, right? It is you being source, trying to remember that you are source and that you are from source, right? In this human experience. And that's really what, you know, Panic was about. That's why I fucked with him. I'm sure that's why so many other people fucked with him. Reminding you of your godhood. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, shit, man, fuck it, man. Godhood is what it is. You know what I mean? God's is dirty and divine at the same goddamn time. This nigga used to talk about how, you know, people be bragging about, you know what I mean, being in meditation or coming out of meditation. Like, oh, I saw Oshun and, you know, I experienced, you know, her sublime bliss and she let me comb her hair. And Panic was like, shit, I fucked Oshun. She sucked my dick. Like, yo. But after I got past the initial shock, right? After I lost the logic, left brain thinking, after I left that alone, after I abandoned that shit and crossed over into the right brain, you dig what I'm saying? After I, you know, embraced the darkness or the underbelly of what he was actually saying and didn't just focus on the vulgarity, the supposed vulgarity and how he delivered it. But when I got to the meat and potatoes of what my man was saying, right, I had to think about the fact that I knew that Elijah Muhammad had said something very similar to this. I am paraphrasing, of course. He said, to worship any deity outside of yourself is to worship a God that is lesser than you. So when he said that, I said, hold on, man. Panic might be on to something, man. As this nigga sit back and laugh and show you a cup that got ODB on it, playing some funky ass boom bap joint that he done made. You know what I'm saying? Big ass gazelles on, you know what I'm saying? He got a damn velour suit on, getting it in. Going for it. 5-6 hours. Shit. I wake up, get ready, start my day. I'm like, yo, Panic video for like 7 hours and 29 minutes. What is going on? Like, you know, and you would I would see that, you know, like I said, he was changing physically, and he was talking about he was having some ailments and some health issues, but I don't want to, you know, belabor any longer, man. Rising power, much love to the spirit, to the energy of not only Queen Khadijah, but Brother Pan, man. All right, Brother Panic, R.I.P., man. You Panic. Man, even though I didn't mention it, but keeping in the spirit of Supreme Mathematics, man. Today's the 22nd, like I mentioned before. So this will be in Supreme Mathematics. That is wisdom. Like I said, I was born on the 22nd, so I was actually born on the day of wisdom. All being born in culture freedom. You dig what I'm saying? You have the 2, which is wisdom. In the Kabbalah, the 2, okay, The 2 on the tree of life in Kabbalah is actually, sometimes they flip it, you know what I mean? But sometimes if they keep it right, I think the 2 is going to be Chokmah, right? Which is wisdom. If they don't, like I said, swap places with Bina, which is 3, understanding. Love that Kabbalah. I'm on that Kabbalah shit. Shout out to A. Rashid, the Kabbalah God out there, y'all. You feel me? But wisdom. So let's do the wisdom on a few things. Let's do the wisdom. Alright? Let's do the wisdom on a few things. Alright? What's going on in the news? What's going on in the news? We got a war, right? We got a war that's happening. Don't really know anything about it. Gaza Strip, Palestine, kind of been going for a long time. That whole thing, right? Nothing new, right? Further talk about quote unquote aliens and UFOs. Whisperings and rumblings of Project Bluebeam, right? There's been quote unquote extraterrestrial beings captured via camera phones and house security cameras and things of that nature. So-called crafts have been crash landing in certain places. Okay, let us not forget this is the year 2023. 2023 adds up to the number 7. Number 7, of course, represents God. Also represents revelations. You know what I'm saying? Things happening, seasons changing. Once that Kundalini goes up all 7 chakras, okay, there is an awakening, a dispersing of light, right? A divine intelligence. You dig what I'm saying? That happens. You dig upon that awakening, so to speak, right? Awakening is another name for apocalypse, right? But once again, what's going on during this particular time? People are waking up. People are waking up to the fact that, you know, if it comes to the music biz, like for the most part, everybody's dirty. You dig? Yeah, Mike, everybody's dirty. The most recent event, the most recent of cases, and stick with me here because I don't follow the news like that. Y'all know the Junkyard Jet. I don't follow the news like that. But if it comes to music and hip hop, specifically for the most part, me being a bit of a hip hop junkie, don't judge me. I do attend meetings. No, I don't. I don't attend those meetings. But well, if it comes to hip hop, you know, I'm probably gonna be abreast to what the situation is. And of course, you must have been living in a cave, because one of the latest stories, which is really old news now, that's kind of been last couple of days or so, is Cassie and Diddy, that whole situation. But if you've been paying attention, then you've been noticing that as of late, Diddy's quote-unquote house of cards has been tumbling down. You know what I mean? Specifically, depending on where you're from, what you're used to, his business deals, man. Like, he's had so many deals on the table that have just crashed and burned. You dig what I'm saying? They have crashed and burned, like his ass did on that Missing You video when he was riding that motorcycle. You know, and this is not to wish any bad luck or any harm on the dude, but, you know, let's be honest. You know, we've seen how the man was moving, right? Me and the Queen was talking the other day. Let us remember the Shine situation, right? When, you know, he didn't provide top-notch, let's just say top-notch, or let's just say he provided less than top-notch legal representation for the artist Shine in that situation. He got out, he walked, you know, basically shirking. Is it shirking? Ducking any type of legal responsibility, and basically put everything on shine. You know what I'm saying? So we've been seeing, in my opinion, in my humble observation, you know what I'm saying? That's all we can do. That's all we should be doing. That's all I'm gonna do, goddammit. But in my humble observation, we've been seeing clues and hints and snapshots, if you will, of Brother Love. That's what he called it. The nigga calling himself Brother Love now. But, you know, we've been seeing who he's been over the years. So I say to you, like, why are we surprised by this? We should not be surprised by this, but not by a long shot. You know what I'm saying? Look at his pictures, man. The dude can't close his mouth. You know what I mean? Hard to trust somebody that can't close his mouth. And it's sad because, you know, astrologically speaking, Diddy, if I'm not mistaken, is a Scorpio. And Scorpios are usually a little bit more laid back, behind the scenes, not as public and not as attention seeking. So his traits, of course, I mean, everyone is made up of all signs, all energies is all we're talking about when we're referring to the zodiac. But also true to the dark side of the unexpressed side of Scorpio is what you get with the possible underhanded, perverted, sneaky, dark, nefarious type behavior, you know what I mean, that he is supposedly being accused of, right? So, not sure if he did it, ain't none of my business, but what I will say, seems very interesting that now, as of now, right, Cassie and Diddy, aka Brother Love, you know what I mean, Papa Diddy Pop, we ain't, but they've settled for $30 million. That's an expensive relationship, folks. That's what you call that's like a bootleg Hollywood divorce. You know, that's what I would refer to it as, a bootleg Hollywood divorce. Man, $30 million. But allegedly, wish I had that button. Shout out to Black Dot, Malcolm Urban X. Allegedly, Cassie was made to have sex with well-endowed male prostitutes while Diddy would watch. Yeah, Mike, that's serious. That's serious, right there. That's about serious. You know what I mean? Shout out to the DMV area. So serious. What? Russell Westbrook. What? Somebody tripping. I don't remember this being in my contract. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go out in this branch. Hopefully I don't snap and bust my ass, or the branch don't break. But, you know, that's another thing that I've noticed and I've taken account of this year. Just so much is being revealed about the entertainment business and some of the participants in the business, man. And man, what the hell is going on? This ain't cool, man. It's not cool. The list of political leaders and entertainers on the Epstein list, right? That's big. That was big this year. Man, crazy. Just the things revealed in the year of the 7, right? Year of the 7. Things coming out, man. Pluto return. Right? This year, the calendar year is coming to a close, but the energy, right? Let's keep it where it is. We talk about energy here. Dealing with the metaphysical, the esoteric, the occult, right? The philosophical, all that shit. Spiritual. You dig what I'm saying? Let's keep the energy where it is. Keep the energy where it is, man. Had a lot happen this year. But whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to refer to it as, I'm going to say it. Whether you want to call it God, Goddess, Spirit, Yahweh, whoever. I know who I'm referring to, but Spirit told me this next death, this next person to cross over. Going back to the panic thing once again, forgive me, goddammit. Was gonna be a surprise. And that one was a surprise. It really, really was. It was really, really a surprise. A revelation, an apocalypse, if you will. Okay, right? An apocalypse, if you will. Right? Seeing things happen this year that we thought we'd never see. Hollywood strike. Things of that nature to come back. Certain movies, television shows, products. Wu-Tang celebrated 30 years. 30 years. Wu-Tang, man. Come on, son. Come on, man. Yeah, Mike. The longevity, letting you know about the power of longevity, the dedication, the commitment, the focus, right? Not just about the talent. See, nowadays they want to just tell you that's the talent. No, we all are born with certain measures of talent, but can you sustain it? Can you maintain it? All right? Can you stand the rain? Changing times. Can you go along with that? Or will you get swept up or swept out to sea or left behind, right? Because you refuse to leave the shore, right? Like so many hip hop fans that were surprised, right? Utterly surprised, right? With the idea, with the notion that famed silky southern MC with the country drawl or the southern drawl, Andre Benjamin, better known as Andre 3000, one half of the Atlanta based group out of aka Stankonia, Georgia, outcast, to be rejected by family or society, or to be different, cast out, right? Due to whatever reason. One half of Outkast, Andre 3000, right? One of many people's top 5, if not top 10, if not greatest, right? Considered to be prolifically poetic in the kicking of the shit. You dig what I'm saying? Like, nah, seriously, brother be saying some shit. And it's his delivery, you know what I mean? It's his creativity. It's the electricity of his imagination unfolding through the auditory use of not only his throat chakra, which is highly active. And you want to know why? The brother's a Gemini. You dig what I'm saying? Multifaceted, right? Planet Mercury, swiftly moving, messenger to the gods. Stay right there. Put a pin in that. Not saying that you should live your life to the letter by astrology, but this is how you make it relate. Going back to Mr. 3000, last week, November 17th, right? His album was released. His debut album, 8 songs, released on the 17th. Right? His debut album. Is entitled New Blue Sun. Right? New Blue Sun. I'm just talking about my experience. I'm just having a conversation. Bear with me. It is a slow burning one, okay? Excuse me. Album is called New Blue Sun. Wow. You know me. I have a tendency to over spiritualize everything, because I know that I'm supposed to spiritualize everything, yet I'm not supposed to over spiritualize everything. That makes any sense, right? So New Blue Sun, what is this dude talking about? Okay, he's talking about a sun, which is a star, and it's blue, and it's new. New Blue Sun, New Blue Sun. New Blue Sun. He's from Atlantis. Calls himself Andre 3000. He's a Gemini. He's not rapping on the album. No bars. At least not any verbal bars. No bars. Yeah, Mike, no bars. Fucked me up. Not in a bad way. So, I'm on the social media platform formerly known as Twitter. X, I guess it's called now. Huh? I'm on there and I'm checking it out. And people are going berserkers because ain't no bars. They're like, where the bars, man? They're like, it's like prison, and you know what I mean? Ain't no bars. What's prison without the bars? What's music? Because this is how niggas is thinking. It's Andre 3000, man. We gonna get some bars, right? This man, please. He ain't put out nothing, and I think they said 17 years. What are bars? Any kind of bars. Chocolate bars, golden bars, barbells. What are bars, man? Ain't no bars, baby. Ain't no bars. It's all instrumental. What? Yes. It's all instrumental. Yeah, Mike. Crazy.
Oh, hell.
Fucked me up. Exactly. You mean to tell me the only... Let's back it up a little bit. Around the same time we find out that... Well, I find out through observation alone, right? Outkast is the only group, did I say only? The only group to have gone like however many times diamond. That's like however many times past platinum. What? And like somebody made mention of the other day, Big Boy, he's constantly putting out music, great music. You know what I mean? If you've been keeping up, you've been digging on Big Boy shit. My shit was the Sir Lucius Left, the son of Chico Dusty, Sir Lucius Left Foot album. The other one, Vicious Lies and Rumors, was pretty good too. The one he had a song with B.O.B. Shoes for Ronnie. Shout out to B.O.B. man. He was a huge friend of Panic, Brotha Panic, right? But Big Boy, he's been pretty consistent, been pretty busy, staying in the studio, dropping that shit. You know what I mean? That you want to hear from Big Boy, that southern playalistic shit. You feel me? Been doing it. Making tracks with Luda, T.I., Killer Mike, all kind of shit. Just everywhere, man. Sleepy Brown, just getting it in. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, turn the page. His counterpart, Andre 3000, also known as Ice Cold, has been spotted in various places, not just nationwide, but worldwide, right? Looking a bit, let's just say, eclectic, hippie-ish, bohemian, shall we? Homeboy bohemian, right? While playing a flute. A motherfucking flute. That's right, a flute. Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Exactly. What is this? What the fuck, man? I know him and Erica Badu broke up, but did she do it? Did she get him too? Well, we know he got her. Well, she got him. They she got him. Let's just be honest. She got him. Call it what it is, man. She got him. But anyway, he's been playing the flute, not spitting bars and anything like that, but he's been playing a flute. So, present day, the album is it's been streamed like 3 million times by now, I'm sure. Ranking very high on the Amazon music charts. I'm not sure where it debuted, but I'm gonna guess that it was pretty fucking high. And there's not one word on there. Let me just say this. I don't like to I used to think it was cool, man, because other people used to do it. I used to be like, oh shit, man, when I get a podcast, my smooth ass voice, you dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna get on there and I'm gonna talk about albums and I'm gonna break down movies and then you know what I mean? Now I'm in a place and space where I want to be intuitively, spiritually inclined. Or led, if you will. Influenced to do something. Right. 9 out of 10 things I want to be led to do them. That's going to make me be intentional. Right? Life hack. Homeboy life hack. That's going to make me be intentional. In other words, it's going to make me be sure enough serious about serious in what it is that I'm doing. Right? So it ain't no panic. No pun intended. Pun intended, goddammit. Shout out to Panic. I want to be intentional. Be intentional about what I'm doing. And that's like Panic was. Very, very intentional. Very intentional, right? Very, very, very intentional. Like I was when I made this beat. Sheesh. Shout out to myself, man, and my creativity. Right. Sometimes intentions don't always turn out the way you want them. Right? First track on New Blue Sun says it all, sums it all up. Andre basically says, I wanted to make a rap album, but this is the direction that it went in. Boom. Here it is. No words. Straight instruments, hitting tones, frequencies behind other frequencies, nature sounds, wind. Very subtle, right? Yet strong, pineal pleasing, melodically hypnotic. I meditated to it this morning. You can meditate to it. You can do anything to this. It is a proverbial no skip. Why would you want to skip this? Why would you want to skip experiencing a new blue sun? Right? So you know me. Shit, I over spiritualize shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I did it. Fuck it. A new blue sun. Fuck it. What we talking about? Let's go. So I took to the old Google, right? And I Googled flute playing deities. Then I said, oh shit. Rabbit hole got a little larger. I said, this symbolism, spiritual symbolism behind the flute. Let's go. Alright. Let me drop a little bit of this on you and I'm gonna get out your way. You dig what I'm saying? Let you have whatever you're gonna have for giving thanks. Give thanks, man. Give thanks for my glasses. Let me put them back on. Give thanks for good vision. Alright. And this is the reason why we need to understand certain principles in life, right? They all tie together. They all tie together. Why this is important, the fact that he's playing this flute, right, on his album, and he's learned how to play this flute, and he's pretty damn good at it. And like he going to town on his damn flute. Well, there just so happens to be a Greek god by the name of Pan. And what is he playing? That's right, you guessed it. The Greek god Pan, who is a satyr, I think that's how you say it. Half man, half goat. Goat up top. Human up top. Man up top, goat on the bottom. Plays a flute. Plays a flute. Dig that. Right? So I got jiggy with it. And I said, well, what does a flute represent? Right? Of course, we can talk about the different, deities also that play the flute. Alright. Athena played the flute as well. In many depictions of Krishna, he is playing a flute. Right? Of course, there's a Pied Piper. Right? Everybody knows that fairy tale. Pied Piper. Right? Playing a flute. But Pan, that's the one that got me. And then there's another one, right? A southwestern, early America's deity referred to as Kokopelli. Kokopelli and Kokopelli Mana, which is the female version, right, is a fertility deity. Played the flute. Now you can see the image of Kokopelli. The depiction has been adopted and made into a little a figure symbol, if you will. It's like a hunchback dude playing like a flute or something. Like he got a couple of dreadlocks on his head or something like that. That's Kokopelli, right? Fertility deity, right? Chases. What does it say about Kokopelli? How y'all like that? Y'all dig that beat? I just did that. Cooked that one up today. Bucket Hat Beats. Coco Pelli. Coco Pelli, where we at? Coco Pelli. Why I can't find that now? Of course I can't find it now. That is horrible. Tell you what, we can avoid all this jazz by just going ahead and Googling Coco Pelli. How about that? Coco Pelli. Yes. Coco Pelli. Okay. Let me get a little bit closer so I can read this to you. Okay. It's called scholarship, man. Fuck it. You dig what I'm saying? You're gonna have to be an outcast like Dre. You dig what I'm saying? But Coco Pelli is a fertility deity usually depicted as a humpbacked flute player who is venerated by some Native American cultures in the southwestern United States. All right. Usually depicted as a humpback flute player, often with feathers or antenna-like protrusions on his head. Coco Pelli presides over both children and agriculture. He is also a trickster god and represents the spirit of music. Ain't that some shit? Right. Look how the universe grants us the opportunity to make these connections, once again showing us that all of the sephiroth on the tree of life are indeed connected by roots and branches. Okay. Coco Pelli is basically the god, the southwestern Native American deity who is similar, right? Parallel to Pan. Okay. Dre releases this album. He's playing the flute, just like Coco Pelli, right? Just like Coco Pelli, he's playing the flute. Wild shit, man. Wild shit. Represents the spirit of music. Presides over childbirth, right? So there you see the Pied Piper correlation. Right. R. Kelly was just sentenced a little while ago, and they referred to him as what? The Pied Piper of R&B. Right. So here's the polar opposite. Right. 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 Or am I going too far? Am I going too far? Am I going too far? Am I out there on that branch too far? Am I about to bust my ass on this branch? Right? That's about to snap under the weight of this connection I just tried to make. You dig what I'm saying? Very interesting that it comes out, right? 17 years later, after having been on a track, hitting us with some bars. 17-8 drops the album. 17-8. Whoa. Well, we also understand that things have dualistic purposes, right? Both external and internal. Let's just put it that way. The number 8, also the infinity sign. His name is Andre 3000, man. He's been around for a long time. He's way ahead of us. He's so far ahead of us that those hard-headed, I was thinking hard-headed, die-hard Outkast fans can't get past the fact that he's evolved past rapping. He's evolved past rapping. And not only that, this is the energy hitting the planet right now. Right? Mama Universe has to speak to us some kind of way. Right? What better way than to speak to us through the use, right, of a symbol like Andre 3000. This is what we're supposed to be doing. Right? Using these folks as symbols, man. Right? What is it a symbol of, Junkyard Jedi? Well, I'm so glad you asked. Because I love you, I'm going to tell you. I ain't care about you, I wouldn't tell you. You did what I'm saying? You know what I mean, Mike? You know what I'm talking about. This means, in my humble observation, of course, right? Because we live in a musical universe, right? It's called a universe. We have organs inside of our body. We all have our own personal rhythms, which are called heartbeats. Okay? So what better way to speak to humanity than by allowing one of the most highly anticipated artists, lyrical artists, to produce a musical offering that ain't got a motherfucking word on it. That's what they were saying. Like, come on, man. But I'm sitting over here like, ooh, wee. No, I ain't gonna lie. I'm still learning how to not have a knee-jerk physical reaction to things. I'm getting better. I've gotten better. So when I heard the news and I found out that it wasn't a fluke, right? I got a little excited. But then when I listened to it, folks, let me just say this. Fuck it, I think I already said it. I meditated to this album. He is speaking, he's not using words. Just like spirit. Just like the wind. Right? Just like the different elements. Just like the planets in astrology, astronomy or whatever. They speak without the use of words. Right? Words are actually a lower form of communication and expression. Also one of the highest, right? Because once again, everything has dualistic purposes, right? Dualistic existences, right? Look at me trying to be all cool and smart and shit. Man, it's a dope fucking album. Right? I do my Lauryn Hill. Even after all my logic and my theory, I add some ignorant shit so you ignorant niggas hear me. Yeah, it's a dope fucking album, man. If you've been watching the progression of Mr. 3000, right? I mean, you got a son named Seven. Come on, son. Seven, son. I wonder, do we call him 7 Up? Oh, was that ever a running joke in his house? Anyways, it's horrible. Bad joke. Try for myself. Got about 10 minutes left here. Gonna be taking questions. Psych, ain't taking no questions, man. Appreciate you rocking out. But man, New Blue Sun, check it out. It's a great album. If you are watching the ascension, the climb of Mr. Three Stacks, then you are not surprised. You are fully satisfied. This reminds me of when any artist decides to switch gears, change lanes, evolve, dare I say, and the so-called true blue die-hard, quote-unquote, fans, right, who actually turned out to be fair weather fans, usually become more detrimental by just not allowing the artist to spread his or her wings, right, and grow into the beautiful butterfly that he or she is trained to be, right, a la Erykah Badu on a what? Outkast song. All you want to do is give the world your art. Record label want to make you compromise your art. I'm sorry. All you want to do is give the world your heart. Record label want to make you compromise your art. Make $1 million. Make $1 million more. First class bras treat you like a nigga po. You want to say wait, but you scared to ask. The world starts spinning and is moving fast. Try to stay sane. It's the price of fame. Living your life trying to numb the pain. You sing that song. You know the song. But anyway, it's called Liberation. And the reason why this song is so important, and the reason why I even make mention of it right now in my closing statement, is that Three Stacks, that's what we referring to, makes a very, very philosophical statement in the song, right? He says, and I quote, can't worry about what a nigga think and see. That's liberation, and baby, I want it. See, this man has been liberated, man. Showing us the keys. You know what I mean? You know, well, you know, he's still an artist, and you know, he's made sacrifices, whatever. All that shit, whatever. Supposed to use it as a message, man. Use it as a signal. What is it communicating to you? Right? The flute symbolizes death. It symbolizes peace, clarity, but death in the form of crossing over from one phase to the next, from one state of existence to the next. Rising power, Brotha Panic, once again. You dig what I'm saying? The flute, Panic, New Blue Sun, crossing over, new energies, new states of mind, new ways of being. Right? Available. But you have to access, we have to access them for ourselves. Right? This is a individual thing. This was his individual expression. He says, I wanted to make a rap album, but this is the direction it went. What the fuck do y'all want from me? What do y'all want from me? How much more rapping? You know what I'm saying? Snapping, whatever, can a nigga do? Like, what do you want, man? Right. They done went dime and double dime. What? Come on. What else does he have to say? He's 48 years old, right? Grown ass man, been grown at this point, right? Seems to be very content, right? Like I said, as you get older, it's more doing and less talking. More deed, less dialogue. You dig what I'm saying? So if you have not checked it out, shit, I don't know who hasn't heard this shit or even attempted to try it, listening to it. Me and the Queen were listening to it on the ride home. It instantly made us both get quiet. I was like, nah, we can't do this. I said, this ain't gonna work. Now I was driving. That shit instantly put us into a meditative. I don't know if it was theta. Yeah, maybe a theta state. First song initially. 8 songs on the album, like I said. He drops it 17 years after he's musically done something. On the 17th. Infinite. Showing you the power. The God power is infinite, right? Evolution is infinite. It's an ongoing thing. Time is infinite. You are infinite. We are infinite. We are all reflections of the infinite all. You dig what I'm saying? The infinite all. The infinite all. The infinite all. Man, let me tell you, man, I had a whole thing ready to go in, right? I was going to go in and I was going to connect some other aspects too, right? I was going to do all that shit, right? But I'm going to say that the highlight of this year for me, man. The highlight of this year for me has been just, moving further, up this tree of life. Learning, growing, tapping into my individual godhood, my divinity, my own sovereignty, right? Like I said, that's what Panic was doing when he was telling us, like, man, even, going beyond who we are as quote unquote Africans is important. He was like, shit, all this shit is ours. It is what it is. But beyond that, you know what I mean? You had to, understand the ego and how to dismantle it, and then how to break it apart and use it for your own biddings and do your own shit. You know what I mean? To help you crack codes and all that good shit. Right? I wanted to say something about human resonance spikes. I think I spoke about that before, but that's one of the other things that has happened this year that has kind of been like, So as the world goes, so do we. As the world changes, so do we. It's all about us shifting, going to, everybody talking about the 5D, da-da-da-da. But look, you ain't gonna never experience 5D. Right? If you never get past your 3D suffering, right? Because certain things won't work in 5D. Certain individuals have already experienced heaven on earth, right? So like Panic, they can move on, right? Easily, right? Because they're doing the work. They've done the work. Now it's up to us to continue. That's it. That's what I take from his death. That's what I take from New Blue Sun. Right? You can get into the whole Blue Star, Kachina, and all this stuff and make those connections and those correlations, and that's great. And I'm not saying that anybody should not do that. But what I'm saying is what it means for me. New Blue Sun. Right? Evolve. Right? Evolve. You dig what I'm saying? You really want to show love to yourself? You really want to be loved? Evolve. That's it. Right? In closing, man, some new information I came across. There is a Chinese principle or a Chinese philosophy called Wu Jing. Right? Wu Jing. It is spelled W-U-X-I-N-G. Wu Jing. Right? Now, it is a moral theory, right, adopted in the 3rd century BCE. Right? It is a part of what is known as Neo-Confucianism, right? Introduced by a sage and alchemist by the name of Zhu Yan. Zhu Yan, right? Now, why is this important? Because one of the areas, right, that Wu Jing focuses on, right, one of the areas is moral theory, right? And it has 5 virtues: benevolence, righteousness, reverence, wisdom, and sincerity. Once again, benevolence, righteousness, reverence, wisdom, and sincerity. Well, Junk, you're a Jedi. Why is this important? Because, right? Because it was during the Song Dynasty, SONG. Once again, referring back to music, referring back to Andre 3000's New Blue Sun playing the flute. Hip hop is healing. Hip hop is sound. Sound is medicine. Sound is voice. Sound is wind. Sound is throat chakra. Sound is vibration. Sound is principle of rhythm. One of the 5 senses is hearing. 5 virtues, 5 fingers. 5 is at the center of the soul. 5 is on the soul plane, right? Represents love and freedom of expression, right? Let's make this connection as well before we get off here. The 5th Sephiroth on the tree of life is Gabora, severity, right? Which is balanced on the other side, on the opposite pillar, by mercy, right? Because severity without any mercy, right? Severity without any mercy would be cruelty. Mercy without any severity is weakness, right? So everything needs to be balanced, right? Have to fulfill the prophecy. The prophecy is knowing for yourself how these laws function and work in your own individual lives, because they're all connected. Once again, the 5th principle, talking about 5, principle of rhythm. Always got to go back to the principles, man. I told you I was gonna cook tonight. I hope you're hungry. Yeah. And all you eat when it get close to Thanksgiving, right? Talking about rhythm, how things move, the ebb and flow, the in and the out, right? Just like the wind used, right? The breath that is used to blow in and out of the pipes, right? Of a flute, right? Just like how the seasons change from summer to fall to winter. This is rhythm as well, right? The moon, doing this thing. Okay? There's rhythm. Right? This is from the Kabbalion. Everything flows in and out. And in everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. The pendulum swing manifests in everything. The measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the left. Rhythm compensates. The Kabbalion. The great fifth Hermetic principle, the principle of rhythm, embodies the truth that is everything there is manifested a measured motion, a to and from movement, a flow, an inflow of a swing forward and a swing backward, a pendulum-like movement. Let me stop reading like that. Now, basically, the principle of rhythm is closely connected with the principle of polarity, described as manifesting between the two poles established by the principle of polarity. This does not mean, however, that the pendulum of rhythm swings to the extreme poles, for this rarely happens. In fact, it is difficult to establish the extreme polar opposites in the majority of cases, but the swing is ever toward first one pole and then the other. There is always an action and reaction, an advance and a retreat, a rising and a sinking, and it manifests in all of the airs and phenomena of the universe. Alright. Suns, worlds, men, animal, plants, minerals, forces, energy, mind, and matter. Yes, even spirit manifests this principle. The principle manifests in the creation and destruction of worlds, in the rise and fall of nations, and the life history of all things, and finally the mental states of man. Okay? And that is from the Kabbalion. What the fuck does that mean? What? How this relates, once again, the principle or the philosophy of Wu Jing, right? A moral principle with 5 virtues, right? The benevolence, reverence, righteousness, wisdom, and sincerity during the Song dynasty, right? It all connects, this flute being music. He's playing what? Songs, right? The flute is an instrument that puts you in a very tranquil state of mind, right? Very easily to be used for transcendental meditations and things of that nature, right? Your brain has to go in a certain rhythm. Your brain has to be in a certain rhythm to even go into this type of music. This ain't, this ain't Southern Playalistic Cadillac funky music, folks. It's just not. Same thing with this life. Right? We have to be honest with ourselves. We have to be authentic about who we are, what we want from ourselves, and what we want out of life. Andre served up an authentic offering, an authentic musical offering that came from the very depths of his soul. You dig what I'm saying? We are supposed to big that up. We're supposed to shine some light on that and to use it for inspiration for ourselves. You dig what I'm saying? Now, be like mad because the nigga ain't rapping. He ain't saying some words that rhyme. Really? Right? You want a preacher, because that's all rapping really is. You want somebody to get up there and showboat, shuck and jive. And that man decided to give you healing. Shit. Be thankful. Express gratitude. Find out what the interpretation of the energy is, because that's what's going on. He's putting us, or he's reminding us of a new frequency that we're going to be on, or that we should be on, because we're doing the work. We're cracking the codes of our individual consciousness. We're breaking the veils. We're lifting the veils of our own lives, right? And we doing all that shit with love, right? You're doing it with love, right? Because like I said, it's not just severity. It's mercy as well, right? Nature will start to consist of 5 changing combinations of the 5 phases: metal, wood, water, fire, and earth, right? We're always changing and going through different phases of ourselves in our own personal lives. This is the principle of rhythm at work in our own lives. Bust it. You got to do the work, though. You got to do the work. So with that being said, folks, enjoy the album, right? Hit that like button, share, link, subscribe, all that good shit. You know what I mean? Eat the bird if you're gonna do it, but still give thanks. Don't eat the bird if you're not gonna do it, but still give thanks. Hang out with your family, smoke a little weed, drink a little something, but give thanks. Give some time to the less fortunate. Donate something. Cook a hot meal, share a laugh with somebody, but still give thanks. No matter what. Fuck them pilgrims. Just give thanks. You did. That's what it is at the end of the day. Just give thanks, man. So right now, I just give thanks to the memory, to the energy of Brotha Panic. I give thanks, I give praise, and a big ashe to the energy of Richard Roundtree as well. I give shit, man. I give love and just respect to the ascended masters, right? Like Bobby used to say, known and unknown. Shit, you feel me? But anyway, man, it's been great walking out with you. This is the Junkyard Jedi signing out for the Dignified Bastard Podcast. Peace and love. Till next time. Out.